September 18th, 2007. Dear Diary, you know how I usually like to lounge around on the floor all day? I think those days are behind me. This morning I shot up off the floor with a renewed vigor and enthusiasm. I am in love. Sure, I know what I said yesterday, and I held out for a long time, but she finally wore me down. I am in love, and I don't give a damn who knows it. I love my little KK so much, and she loves me, I'm pretty sure. The absolute first thing I did this morning was leap to the computer and look for my smokes. There were 2 left, so I popped those bad dogs in my mouth, and I went to reach for my lighter. It was nowhere to be found. I thought, you know what? Those buggy bastards down the hall snuck in and took my lighter while I slept. Well, I searched high and low for a good 30 minutes before I finally found it. And do you want to know where? Well, as I walked into the bathroom to shake the dew, I caught a glimpse of my lighter. It was stuck to my upper back. I must have slept on it. Well, that made me bust out laughing, which in turn started my coughing fit. I was able to put that fire out by lighting those last 2 Marlboro Wide 110s and taking a deep, wheezing drag. I took a moment to hold it in. As I did so, I gazed at the 2 smoldering cylinders jutting from my sticky fist. They were so round, so firm, so fully packed. Truly, I was in flavor country. After taking an alarmingly dark whiz, you know what was on my mind. I wheeled around and headed towards the computer, and right past it to the fridge for a little hair of the dog. This always struck me as an apropos bit of slang, as I woke up every morning covered in a fine layer of dog hair. It's like they thought of me when they first coined the phrase. I must remember to tell this to Kayla. After all, she's going to be enjoying her own bud hair underwear once we move in together. Oh, she is going to laugh out loud. That is one of the best things about our relationship, diary. She and I have the same sense of humor. I'm sure my blessed angel baby will agree. The thing is, we are constantly laughing when we are together. And not just laughing, but laughing out loud. It's like every other comment, one or both of us is typing LOL. It's the craziest thing. How could anyone deny it was our destiny to meet? It sounds cliche, but she is meant to be with me. I shotgunned 2 breakfast brews over the sink. I'm not a slob after all. I wrangled a third from the dwindling 24-pack and I made my way over to the love station, which is what I call my computer. Thanks to the good Lord above and his bountiful gifts, I was able to purchase this marvel of outdated hardware from a pawn shop with the money I was given by a satisfied customer. I had done some light handyman work for them and they were desperate to show how grateful they were. Believe it or not, they refused to let me finish the work. They knew of my musical aspirations and said, "You have done enough, Lorne. You are a highly skilled contractor who has gone above and beyond. Go on. Go get your dream in Nashville." Anyways, I digress. There I was, beer in hand. I click on my Yahoo account and nothing. It was 7:40 a.m., and the little tease was being playful, I assumed, because she hadn't already been waiting on the computer for me to log in. I didn't have time to play along, as I was interviewing for a job in the industry at 10:30. You see, in Nashville, all of us in the music industry, just call it the industry. It's what all of us do. When I got home at noon, I checked in on the chat, but she was still playing like she was not even there. I shotgunned a couple lunch beers and I took a nap on the floor in front of the computer. I woke up about 3 hours later and lo and behold, nothing. She was good at this game. But I knew I would hear the alert any moment telling me that my little baby girl was ready to talk. And sure enough, 4 hours later, she was there right on schedule. Straight away, of course, she wanted to see me nude on cam. Thankfully, I had just run a couple lint rollers over my body. You see, I like to take one in each hand and just go to town. It takes half the time that using one roller takes. I bet I am the only person in the world who's thought of this technique. I swear, once I get tired of being a country star, I'm going to go into inventing things. The first $1 million idea? The lint roller 2-pack. It's sort of my ace in the hole. We chatted languidly for a spell before I felt I could safely break the news to my princess. I was being called on to do some important work. Music biz stuff. Like it or not, I was going to be working nights, and we would get a lot less time together than we had been spending since we first met the previous day. I'm really proud of her diary. She was careful not to let me know how much it upset her, and that's how I know she really loves me. We ended up chatting the night away, two fools in love. I really felt like we were two teenagers again. Oh, and I amazed her with some computer programming skills. It's nothing major, for me. I mean, it's sort of like writing code on a computer. Long story short, I schooled her on methods for producing CGI, basically. By the end, she was able to make a realistic rose show up on the screen by just making a few simple keystrokes. I could tell I fucking blew her mind. She is so precious. Anywho, the bald bishop isn't going to beat himself. I'll talk to you tomorrow, diary. Good night.